trouble. Niggas in trouble. You niggas in 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 trouble.
YouTube, what it do? I am back with another video. God bless. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Today, I will be ranking head coach hirings that has been happened so far. I'm going to mix in a little bit with the coordinators, but that's not my main focus on the video. Excuse me. So let's get started. Start off with the Ravens. We got Minter. I am so glad we got Minter. We got a defensive-minded head coach. That is who we need. I wouldn't have been mad with Kubiak, to be honest. I really wanted Flores, but he re-signed with the Vikings. So I feel like Minter is the best option. Plus, he plans to call the defense. Ravens are historically a defensive team. So I don't know how some fans are mad at this. Some fans wanted Kubiak for an offense. I just watched these playoffs. I watched quarterback have 3-4 turnovers and win the game because of their fucking defense. But niggas want to get an offense so bad. I don't know, but as a Ohio State fan, I hate to say it. Michigan, when it comes to their defensive coordinator or anything from their coaching tree, they all always do good. It's rare that they fail. So honestly, I don't like it off of that aspect, but I love it. You've seen what Minter did in the playoffs with the defense that he had, with the atrocious offense that he had to be followed up with. But top 5 defense with the Chargers. Now you're coming to Baltimore, who really needs defense badly. I just feel like our main target should be an edge rusher, but I feel like round 1, we need to draft a guard. I want the guard out of Iowa. If we draft the receiver or we draft the corner, I'm going to be pissed. But I don't think Minter would do that. But my ranking for this right now, for Minter, I would say a B+, A-. It all depends on who our offensive coordinator would be, because I feel like that would top it off. Because defense, we know what we need. We just need edge rusher. Hopefully we move on from Roquan and Humphrey. But as of right now, I'll give this a B+, A-. All right, we making our way to these bum-ass niggas in Buffalo. Bum-ass nigga. Look at him throwing picks. Had 5 turnovers in a playoff game. But, I don't understand the point of them firing Sean McDermott to get Joe Brady as their head coach. If I'm Sean McDermott, I'm mad as hell. How I get fired on my off day? Nigga, I get fired because my quarterback had 5 turnovers? Man, please. But all that aside, this is really questionable. I'm 50-50 on it because I kind of see why they fired him on a standpoint, but then again, it's Josh's fault because when you look at it, I can understand. Lamar was down, Mahomes was down, Burrow was down. This was the most free shot to the Super Bowl Josh would ever get because it's been all talks. Can't get past Mahomes. Can't beat Burrow. The one year they're both not in the playoffs and Lamar's not healthy, he almost lost to Jacksonville, but he came up clutch. I'll give him that. Then he goes to Denver and had 5 turnovers and lost them the game. So it's kind of like you fired him because your quarterback can't do his job? I don't really understand. I'm giving this to a D. D-. I damn near would give it an F. But it don't make sense. I don't know. I don't know why they fired Sean McDermott. I feel like that was the worst move they could have done. I don't know. I'm giving that a D-. Nah. All right. And for the Steelers, they hired Mike McCarthy as their head coach. Honestly, I don't know why they fired Mike Tomlin to get Mike McCarthy as their head coach. I feel like you should have just kept Tomlin for all of that. Because I don't know what Mike McCarthy is going to bring to the Steelers that Mike Tomlin possibly couldn't. Because they just hired a Green Bay offensive line coach to their team. I don't know if they're trying to bring the old days back with Rodgers, but it's 2026, bro. Gotta let that shit go. I give this like a D plus for right now because honestly, I don't know what staff he's trying to hire or what he's trying to do, but I don't like nothing about this. I don't. That was just no point. It was like a no point of firing Tomlin because you could have just kept him. Like, I'm really surprised they fired Tomlin to get McCarthy. Like, I thought they were going to go out there and get somebody better, but nah. Moving on, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Now, they hired Stefanski. I'm not mad at it. But I will say one thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they make the playoffs next year. If not them, I got the Saints. I feel like one of those two are going to make the playoffs. I don't know why, but for some odd reason, all you need in the NFC South is 8 or 9 wins. You get 10 wins, hell, that's a great year for y'all. Because the NFC South, only what? In the past 5 years, I'm pretty sure the only team to ever get 10 wins was the Bucks. And that's when he lost to Jaden Daniels in the wild card round. But me, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they win the NFC South. Because Stefanski, I ain't gonna lie, he know how to work with 2 quarterbacks. Because you got Michael Penix and you got Kirk Cousins. Now, when Kirk played, Pitts played well. When Penix played, Drake played well. So it's so confusing. But you got Bijan. But it's so confusing. Me personally, I'm not a fan of left-handed quarterbacks. I feel like they shouldn't really waste their pick on Michael Penix, knowing that he got a history of being injured. But that's just me. Me, honestly, I'd give this like a C+. I'll give it a C+ only because he's in the NFC South. And, like, there's no true expectations, really. As long as he can get that 8 to 9 wins, I feel like Falcons are going to look at it as a success. Until they get a quarterback they can, like, develop. Because Penix's not that quarterback. Kirk decides when he want to play well. But I like they're too talented to be in a position like this. Like, they got Jalen Walker, James Pierce. They got Xavier Watts. I don't know how you felt, but I don't know. They too talented. All right, I'm not going to take too long with this one. Giants hired John Harbaugh. I feel like everybody knows this was just a last name hiring, honestly. I mean, I guess for the Giants, I don't know. I guess it was a cool hire. I don't know. Because everybody, well, me as a Ravens fan knew if Lamar didn't come in his rookie season and save that man, that nigga would have been good as fired after Lamar's rookie season. But, I mean, the Giants, they was cool until Neighbors went down, then Cam went down. Then it was just a shit show from there. So, I mean, Giants cool. It was a fun team to watch. It was a fun type of ass. I give this hiring like a C+. Because John is a veteran. I feel like Giants could get like 8 wins with John Harbaugh. Now we move on to the Titans hiring Robert Saleh. All I'm going to say is I'm glad he hired Dable as his offensive coordinator, because if not, that would have been not a smart decision. Now, what he did over in New York, I hold nothing above his head. You do not succeed in New York. And this year for the Titans, it was literally a shit show. I felt so bad for Cam Ward. He needs everything. Hell, anything he could get, he goddamn needs it. So, since they got Dable, I will give this a B hiring. I'll give this a B. All right, and for the Dolphins, they have hired Jeff Hafley. And for those of you who don't know, he was Ohio State defensive coordinator in 2019. Our team was nice as hell, but this is not college, so can't put that on him. He was Green Bay defensive coordinator. I don't know. I've seen NFC North fans happy that he's out their division, so I guess it's a good move. My only thing for him is start over. I would just not start Tua, start Quinn Ewers, rebuild around him. I don't know what they're going to do with Tua or something, but he can't play next year. You got to start fresh. Give it to Tyreek Hill while you at it. start a whole brand new life in Miami. He's got to start all over again. That's all. Shit, I'll trade Minka Fitzpatrick if I'm them. Start all over. So, I mean, I can't really grade this. Mid-season, we just got to come back and see how he is. Hopefully it's cool. All right, and for the last head coach rating in this video, we have the Cleveland Browns, who have hired Todd Monken. Now, me, honestly, the move seemed rushed. I don't know, because I didn't think they were going to hire him as head coach. I haven't heard no rumors, no nothing. Like, it just came out the blue, like straight out the blue. But, I mean, it's not a bad hire. I feel like it's one of the best possible outcomes for Shedeur. And I say Shedeur because I highly doubt that Gabriel gets that job back. There's no way. But, like, you got Junkins, but I think he tore some. I think he out to, like, mid-season. But you still got Sampson. You can go grab a running back in the draft. This is the best draft to get a running back, even in the mid-rounds or whatnot. But it's just the offense, because the defense always do their job. Like, the defense has been nice every year to the point where it's like they need a quarterback. They need an offense. And then the defensive coordinator just stepped away because he didn't get the head coaching job, which I find crazy. Now, I wouldn't have no problem with him coming to Baltimore, but I find that crazy. And I was like, damn. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't know. I feel like, damn, you want to hire our divisional rival to be our head coach instead of somebody who's been carrying the defense? Because for all that, they could have just made Todd Monken the offensive coordinator and just made him step up to head coach. But, hey, I ain't tripping about it. They could be worse. They could be worse. They could have Zach Taylor as their head coach, but they don't. So, honestly, rating, I would say a C-. You know, it's not bad. They probably could have got somebody better, but this is the best possible outcome for Shedeur. So, that being said, this is how the video is going to end. I will get back with y'all later.